I'm a genetic epidemiologist. So what that means is that I'm interested in how genetics contributes to your disease risk. So I'm very interested in breast cancer and studying the disparities in breast cancer mortality and incidence that exist between European American women and African American women. African American women who are diagnosed are more likely to die from their cancer. They're more likely to be diagnosed later in the disease process where there are fewer options. So I am the investigator for the Jewels in Our Genes study. And that study was spurred by a local woman here in Buffalo. Her name is Veronica Meadows. She has a family that's loaded with breast cancer, and she herself is a breast cancer survivor. Her doctor recommended her to have genetic testing for the known genetic variants. But when she was found not to carry those, she sort of didn't take no for an answer. She knew that, of course, it's genetic. Look at my family. I have so many women who were diagnosed. It must be genetic.
I must have some kind of breast cancer gene, because how else could we have so many people in our family with breast cancer? But she was listening to me, and to her it also made sense that perhaps there is another breast cancer gene out there.
We know that African American women, they have a burden of really aggressive breast cancer subtypes. So it's absolutely essential that minorities participate in research. If African Americans and Latinas, all these other groups aren't included in research, then we'll never know. We'll never know why these disparities exist.
Because if they can find another gene or another way to detect breast cancer, that is going to help treatment and help develop medicines, and it's going to take it in another direction, because right now there's only just the BRCA1 and 2.
Our study so far, I'm proud to say that we've uncovered 3 specific regions of the genome that are overshared among the African American women in our study who have breast cancer.
Number 1 was in Minneapolis.
We held a sample of focus groups and we talked to them and said, what would help you? What would encourage you to participate in a study? And one thing that kept coming up was, if you can prevent this from happening to my daughters or my granddaughters, I am all in. Whatever I can do to help them. I'll give you my DNA, I'll give you access to my medical records. So that really rang true for them.
This, her daughter was diagnosed with breast cancer at 47, and she has another daughter that was diagnosed with breast cancer at 55. My mother's brother died then. If you read about breast cancer, if you educate yourself on things to ask your doctor about, and if you stay positive, if you eat well, take yoga, try to get your exercise in, try to take care of yourself, try not to over worry, stay positive, then you're going to have a good experience like most women do.
We're trying to do something in African American women that hasn't been done before.
All kinds of different times.
African Americans have been largely ignored in scientific research until now. So they had the opportunity to participate in this study. So that was exciting for them to know that the study was just for them. White women weren't invited to participate, only African American women.
Beliefs and those kinds of things.
Sharing health information, participating in studies, these are all things that we as women need to do. I mean, we all have different comfort levels, but if you can share a story or participate in something, it's going to make it better for all women, no matter if they're African American or not. It's going to make it better for everybody.